terrible. Today we have a new deck for you called the Rhapsodic Knuckle, featuring our Crabominable V from Fusion Strike. We have our Destroyer Punch, very powerful attack. It is quite heavy though, the attack cost. It is two water energy and 1 colorless, so you need a lot of energies to pull off this attack, but it is a very powerful attack. You do 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So we are doing a base damage of 90 as well. Super strong. If you have 3 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon, you can actually do up to 300 damage, 270 damage plus that 3 damage counter. You can pass the turn having 30 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon after using your Destroyer Punch, having 3 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So we don't need a lot of damage counters. That is why we are playing Meowstic for this deck, and we are playing our tanking card. We are playing Blissey, our Blissey V with the new Dunsparce to protect it from weakness. So this is the new, we have the new weakness guard ability with the Mysterious Nest Dunsparce to allow us to protect all of our colorless Pokemon and all of our opponent's colorless Pokemon as well. So both players' colorless Pokemon has no weakness. It works for flying type, it works for normal type. So Blissey is a normal type. We are doing Cape of Toughness as well. We have 3 copies of this card, 3 copies of our Blissey, and also our main attacking card as well. 3 copies of each Meowstic and Asper, and only 1 Dunsparce. We have 2 Crobat to draw cards, and we also have 3 copies of our Level Ball to evolve and also to bring out our Asper. We have 4 copies of our Quick Ball. We're not playing Battle VIP Pass just because you don't get to use it on your, you don't get to use it unless you have it on your first turn. So if you don't draw that VIP pass on your first turn, you can't actually use it, and then throughout the whole game it's useless. That item card is completely what do you call it? It's completely destroyed throughout the whole game. There's no use to it. So make sure you have like 4 copies of it, and you can actually draw it out on your first turn. Otherwise, Battle VIP Pass is very it's not gonna help you for any deck. So that's why we don't have that. We have instead, sorry about that, we have instead our Capture Energy to bring out our basic Pokemon. We have 2 Capture and also 4 Quick Ball to bring out our basic attacker, and also Blissey. The main thing we need to start with is a Blissey, so that we get to bring out reattach from our discard pile at least 1 extra energy. We don't need to do a lot of damage with Blissey. All we need to do is hit 40 damage and then hope that they don't heal their Pokemon. If they heal their Pokemon, it's still okay because they're not likely to be able to knock out Blissey with 1 hit. Having Cape of Toughness, even if we don't have Cape of Toughness, they actually need to wait a long time with a Rayquaza VMAX to be able to knock it out. So by that time, we would be able to use our old cemetery to attach energy to our Crabominable enough times to pile up enough damage counters on it, and then evolve our Meowstic by that time to transfer those damage counters to that Rayquaza VMAX. So even if they knock it out with 1 hit, even if they don't allow Blissey V to survive more than 1 hit, then we can still damage ourselves with the old cemetery, and we can still transfer those damage counters with our Meowstic ear moves. So in the event that they do allow our Blissey to survive more than 1 hit, we can actually transfer those damage counters and then switch to our Crabominable and energy switch those energy cards that you retrieve with your Blissful Blast. You can actually reattach more and more energy every turn, and then after that you can actually energy switch those energies, Bird Keeper to your attacking card, and then use your Melanie for the extra 1 energy, and then you're good to go for that 3 energy Destroyer Punch. Very powerful attack. We're only playing 2 copies of Melanie, only 2 energy switch, but we don't actually need to attach that many energy to Blissey. So if you can put your Crabominable by your second turn, make sure you draw it out onto your bench. Play your Crabominable as soon as possible because you need to be charging energy cards to it every turn. All you need is 1 energy on Blissey, and then discard energy from your hand so that you actually get to add more and more energy to your Blissey. And we only need 1 or 2 Blissey. Sometimes if they knock it out too early, we may need another Blissey, but usually 1 Blissey is enough. So 1 Blissey with that single energy is good enough. All we need to do is discard unless they use enough Crushing Hammers or Team Yell, stuff like that. Then we may need to reattach it back. But if they don't do that, we can actually attach every turn to Crabominable after that single energy on Blissey. We don't want to do too much damage with Blissey. Our main attacker is this card. We want to be doing a billion damage with our Destroyer Punch. So all we need is 1 hit with Blissey, and then switch to our Crabominable, energy switch, and then we are good to go. And then after that, by that time, we would be able to use our ear moves and our old cemetery combo. If they hit your Crabominable, if they don't play metal type and if they don't knock it out with 1 hit either, we can We can even play our Cape of Toughness on Crabominable. Having 270 HP makes it much more difficult to be knocked out with one hit, and that allows you to stay alive for a bit longer, and that even allows you to use your ear moves on your Crabominable, not just Blissey. So sometimes it's also possible to use ear moves by to transfer damage counters on your main attacking card if they don't knock it out with one hit. So we're also playing our regular supporter cards. We have our 1 Shauna, 2 Milo, so we need discarders just because we are playing Marnie. We are playing Melanie, so we need to discard our water energy cards from our hand. We need to discard energy cards, any energy cards, so that we get to use Blissful Blast for extra energy and extra damage as well. And we need extra energy so that we get to energy switch later on once Crabominable is in play. And we also have our research, 2 copies of research, 2 bird keepers, 2 Melanie, 1 Marnie, 2 Milo, 1 Schoolgirl, and 1 Shauna. So Schoolgirl, very powerful, super strong support card. If your opponent has 2, 4, or 6 prize cards remaining, then you actually get to draw 2 more cards plus that base 2 cards that you get to draw on its the base effect. So we get to draw 4 cards if your opponent has 2, 4, or 6 prize cards remaining, and we are playing V cards, so they are very likely to knock out our V cards, drawing 2 prize cards at a time. Unless they use Rapid Strike Urshifu and draw 3 prize cards at a time, then that's going to be bad for us. But we're only playing that 1 copy of Schoolgirl, so it doesn't really matter. If it shows up early on, we can actually draw 4 cards into our hand, having our opponent having 6 prize cards in their 6 prize cards and having drawn no prize cards yet. So we have also 2 Aurora Energy to discard energy cards from our hand. We have 1 Turbo Patch to reverse any Crushing Hammer effects, and we also have 2 Capture Energy and 10 basic Water Energy cards. And we also have our 2 copies of Old Cemetery, our regular switch cards, 1 Escape Rope, 2 switch, and 2 Bird Keeper to switch out to our main attacking card, because Blissey is 4 energy retreat cost. After after tanking enough damage and after having enough damage control on your opponent's active Pokemon, you do need to switch out to your Crabominable to do the knockout hit. And you do need to retain the amount of damage counter on Blissey. If you don't get your Old Cemetery yet, you do need those damage counters on Blissey to be able to transfer with your ear moves to their bench Pokemon, so they get to prepare that bench attacking VMAX or any other attacker on their VMAX on their bench, so they get to do Destroy Punch on the next turn on their on their next Pokemon. So that's how this deck works. We also have 2 Crobat to draw more cards, and that's all. So let's go ahead for gameplay with our Rhapsodic Knuckle deck. Featuring Blissey and Crabominable, the new Crabominable. I keep forgetting the main card, it's Crabominable. So Crabominable does a lot of damage. It's the new Sableye. It's the water type Sableye with the Crazy Claw attack. It's the new Tyranitar actually. Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar EX, Destroyer King. If you guys remember that card, you do 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. But that is a Mega Evolution. That means you need to pause the turn if you don't have a Spirit Link to evolve that Pokemon. And you need like 4 energy cards to attack with that Mega Pokemon. So they're playing a Garbodor VMAX. Could be a Whimsicott deck, could be a Helmet deck, could be a Poison deck. Okay, it's a Helmet deck. Probably a Toxic Croak as well, Krogunk. Okay, they're playing a lot of masks. We're gonna use a Capture. So we're gonna get Crabominable, I think. I don't really know what to get. We're just gonna get Esper. And then we're gonna do this one. We're gonna get Crabominable. Thank you, you have a good deck as well. And we're gonna do our Milo, I think. Should we do a Milo or... I think we're gonna do a Milo. Shauna later. We can actually, spend that 1 switch card, I suppose. And we're just gonna discard another energy. Should we do that? I don't think we should though. Let's just do it because we actually need Esper. So we need as much Asper as possible. They are not playing fighting type Pokemon, so we don't need Dunsparce for this game. We only have that one copy, so if Dunsparce doesn't show up at the right time, at the right game, then it's not going to be helpful for us. So make sure you have a Peonia. We can't afford to have Peonia in this deck. Just a card to discard. Oh my goodness, the mask. So we're gonna discard Crabominable because we have another one last copy. I don't think we need that many. They're not doing a lot of damage anyways. We're not weak towards dark type, poison type, the new dark symbol. So research, Professor's research. We got our energy switch already. That's perfect. We are leaving that one water energy for Melanie because sometimes they may just use a Marnie. If they use a Marnie and you have no supporter cards but a Melanie, then it's not gonna be possible for you to draw cards if you don't have that water energy left in your discard pile. So make sure you leave one with your Blissful Blast. Don't attach everything because you should always be prepared for a Marnie. A Marnie and a Path to the Peak. So they're playing Old Cemetery. They actually helped us. I think that's theirs. I don't think it's ours. I'm pretty sure it's theirs. So we only have 2 copies. I don't think we can get it out that easily. Yep, Ray Vaz played Old Cemetery, so it's not us. It's a Galarian Moltres and Garbodor. So we can't retreat if they use a Garbodor, but we're playing our switch cards anyways. We have a very heavy retreat cost and we're not playing Air Balloon, so we don't need to worry about the effect of the attack. Trash Stench and the VMAX attack, the GMAX attack that that prevents us from retreating. So I think we're gonna attach to active. We can't actually do enough though, because it's 140. Let's just... Should we do energy switch right now? I really don't know. Let's just do energy switch later. So we can use our Meowstic to knock it out. So I think we're just gonna... Yeah, let's hope we get our switch cards back. Okay, we got a Bird Keeper, that's good. We're gonna attach this one. And we're just gonna use this one. I'm not gonna use my Blissful Blast. Sorry, I'm not gonna use... What am I saying? I'm not gonna use my energies... I didn't use my energy switch because I want to have at least 30 more damage on the Crobat so that we get to use Meowstic to knock it out with on the bench. If we can, we need 4 damage counters though, so we need to do Meowstic twice on a non-attacker, and that may actually not be enough because we actually need to be targeting their main attacking cards. So let's just leave Crobat for now. They're gonna retreat right now. We're gonna leave Crobat and Crabominable on the next turn. If we have an energy switch and an energy card, we may be able to do it. But we're gonna use a Melanie. I don't think we're gonna use energy switch. Sorry, I don't think we're gonna use Bird Keeper. We don't have an energy switch. So they're playing Spirit Mask and Rugged Helmet. Okay, here comes the main attacker. Energy switch. We need our Meowstic though. We need Meowstic like crazy. So they can't attach from their hand. They're trying to avoid the damage counters here. And force us to get punished by that Stadium card. So they probably shouldn't be playing that Stadium card. Since yeah, we have no choice but to use a Melanie, since it actually punishes them and they can't afford to have that many damage counters. So we're just gonna save that Asper, I think, because they could use an Avery on us. And we're gonna attach to this one. They have Crushing Hammer, right? So we're just gonna do it. Yeah, let's just do that one. Okay, this is quite bad. Because I think they're knocking us out the next turn. I don't know. With a not a Zigzagoon. What's it called? Obstagoon. So we can retreat the next turn if they don't knock us out, but they're probably gonna do it. If that is a damage counter one, then they can knock us out. Okay, it's a... oh wow. I did not see that coming. It's a Wicked Ruler. So we're discarding this obviously, and let's just keep our capture energy. Okay, let's do that. We can't use Milo anymore. Spirit Mask, if they have like 2 Spirit Masks on 1 Garbodor, that's gonna be super disruptive. So we got Bird Keeper, they didn't use a Marnie, that's great. And we get to recover our poison. We just need our Meowstic. Meowstic is not coming out. We got 2 damage counter on that already thanks to their own old cemetery. So they actually did the work for us. And we got 1 damage counter already. We're not gonna do Blissey, we're just gonna do Crabominable to save it from being knocked out. We're gonna do this one first, and then the Crobat later. And we're gonna get another Crabominable, I think, if we have it. So we're just gonna prepare for Crushing Hammer, right? Let's just do it. Oh my goodness, I forgot about the punishment. Okay, we have no more Crabominable, that's horrible. So we're just gonna not do anything. Should we get a Blissey though? I don't know if we should get a Blissey. Let's just not get anything. Yeah, let's just do that. So all we need is 4 damage counters and we can knock out any VMAX. Unless they have a big charm, Eternatus VMAX. Or Colossal with Stone Energy. Oh my god, I forgot about that stupid thing. We should have put Asper. Oh my goodness, what is happening now? Yikes. Okay, should we discard Milo? Okay, we have to discard Milo, I suppose. Let's discard Escape Rope. I don't want to discard my supporter cards though. Escape Rope. Yeah, let's just do Milo then. Because we have a Crobat, right? Ooh. I don't think we need Escape Rope because we have energy cards. Let's just do it. Yikes. That is painful. That is so painful. Alright, they have a Rugged Helmet, so we actually do need to attach that energy. So Rugged Helmet forces us to put it back into our hand. And we have the second VMAX. Let's hope it's a VMAX now. They can't knock us out yet. We need our Cape of Toughness though. Okay, here comes Avery. Thank God we didn't put that Meowstic. Sorry, we didn't put that Asper. So it was a good choice after all. We can actually collect that knockout later. So if we have 4 damage counter on the active, we can actually knock out Eternatus VMAX with a big charm. Because we are doing a total of 370 damage. Sorry, a total of 310 damage, I think. 330. 330 damage plus 4 damage counter is 370, enough to knock out the Eternatus VMAX. If they're playing like Victini with Big Charm and Heat Energy, or a Chandelier with Heat Energy, then it's a different story. But you know, Victini is a fire type, so we can actually knock it out. So we can target the other one now. Do we have a boss order in this deck? I forgot about it. We have to heal our Pokemon, so we're gonna do it right now. Should we just use our escape rope though? No, it's only doing 100 damage. So we're gonna recover this one and just attack that one, I suppose. Yeah, just try to kill that one. And we're gonna avalanche them. Nah, let's just do Destroyer Punch, right? Should we just use a Melanie? Let's just do it. So we can't actually attach too many energy cards. Sorry, we can't actually attach. Oh, we can't attach as well because we have Old Cemetery. We can't actually draw too many cards because they have Wicked Ruler, but I'm just gonna do it. We should actually put 1 damage counter on it. I forgot. Oh well. Because we can do like 150 damage with this. And we have to discard another energy. That's great. I think we have another Meowstic, I'm not sure. So it's gonna be quite tricky for them because I don't think they can knock us out with... Oh my goodness, Moltres! They can use Moltres, yikes! Oh my god. We should have used Escape Rope. Oh my goodness, Moltres. Oof. So we're gonna boss order that one, and then we're gonna use Meowstic to kill that one. We actually won the game. If they don't heal their Pokemon, we win the game. They need to scoop it up though. If they scoop it up or heal their Pokemon, then we can't win anymore. So let's hope they don't do either of those things. Okay, that's great. We won the game. Because we don't actually need Crabominable anymore. We got 2 energy on Blissey, and that's actually enough. We can't use Melanie. We have to be very careful and remember that we can't use Melanie, and we cannot attach energy because we are down to 20 HP remaining. So we have to do that one first. We can actually attach energy after doing the transfer. So it's a very delicate matter. Super delicate. Feel that was close. Super delicate. And we got our last Meowstic. That's so cool. We get to do another one. Let's just do it on the active. And then attach that extra energy. And then just because we healed. So if we attach before healing those damage counter, because we are healing damage with our only 1 damage counter, but that 1 actually makes a huge difference. And we won the game. That was pretty close. So we have to watch out because Crabominable doesn't actually survive that much hit. You can actually knock it out with 1 hit. It's only 220 HP. So be careful there. And don't discard your other Crabominable because we only have 3 of our attacking cards. I made the mistake of discarding it too early. We should actually, you know, keep that other Crabominable. So I think I'm gonna go second because we need to be attacking on our first turn with Blissey. And we need to be switching it into the active spot. We can actually use Trigger Avalanche if we don't get our Blissey. I don't think they're playing fighting type Pokemon, so we could actually put Dunsparce in the active spot. Because it's only 1 energy retreat cost. And we have no switch cards yet. We may actually need to use that for Crobat. So we're gonna have to switch anyways, right? So might as well just put that one. They're taking an awful long time. Come on, Dragon Trainer, hurry up. What's taking so long? Hello? Okay, no dance first. Not now. Okay, so Fusion Strike deck. A Latios could be a Fusion Strike formation, or it could be a Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. It looks like a Fusion Strike. So we're gonna do this. We got a switch card, that's great, but we have no energy. So we're gonna need Crobat, because I'm pretty sure we can get our supporter card, right? So I don't think they have fighting type, right? Fusion Strike, no fighting types. Let's hope they don't have a fighting type. Because we have no rescue carriers for this deck. So Crobat better be getting us a supporter card. Okay, one supporter card. What are we gonna discard here? We're gonna do a Meowstic and an energy. Okay, that's great. We got a quick ball. We have to use a quick ball. We're just gonna discard Turbo Patch. Okay, we're gonna get Blissey, and we got an energy switch, so that's fine. And as I said, after this Blissey, all we need to do is keep attaching energy to Crabominable, assuming that we have a supporter card the next turn. So we actually damage ourselves, but we have no choice because we need to be reducing the number of cards with that Crobat. So we are leaving that. I'm pretty sure we should leave that because we could actually draw a Marnie into our hand. Sorry, a Melanie. I keep calling Melanie Marnie. And they are playing Oricorio, Lesson in Zeal, the Salsa card, Salsa Dancer. So take 20 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. It's only 20 damage though, but it does, it does help out because it's 150 HP already for a basic Pokemon, which is quite crazy, and 140 HP for Latias. Oh my goodness, 210 damage, that's crazy. But they have to discard 2 energies though. But Latias can actually help them. If they have a lot of Latias, they can actually do it in a single turn. Attack again on the same turn. They can even use a Raihan Latias for the next Latios. So Latios Latias, I think it's a Latios Latias deck, with nothing but a Raihan to charge up their next one. So they don't actually need to break a single, no break at all. Oh my god, this is horrible. We have to discard another Meowstic. This is so bad. We had to get a Milo. Of all cards, we have to get 2 Milos in a row. I'm not... We have an Old Cemetery. Let's hope Old Cemetery helps us, because we have to draw cards. We cannot afford to draw 2 cards. So we need a Melanie. We can actually knock it out though. Oh my gosh, that was quite stupid. Yeah, I should have just knocked it out just now. Oh well. Oh, they have Lesson in Zeal. I forgot about that. So we're just gonna switch to the next turn. Yeah, they have Lesson in Zeal. We can't actually knock it out, so thank God. Not really familiar with this deck, so that's why I totally forgot about this ability. And Old Cemetery is discarded, so that's another of our strategy down the drain. Silent, Chili, Silent, and Crest. Very cool card. Oh my goodness. Crazy Latios Latias deck. Crazy. Raihan, Latios, Latias. That's all they need. And a bunch of energy cards because it's basic. It's all basic Pokemon. That's crazy. Genesect to draw cards as well. That should actually be a Genesect. I don't think they have the money to trade for it because Genesect is very expensive, guys. Especially at this time, it's crazy expensive. So we're gonna do that one first. We can actually knock it out with a Blissey, but we're not gonna do that. 210, we have a Cable of Toughness, so we can actually survive another hit. We don't have a O Cemetery anymore, so they are actually helping us, you know, prevent that damage. We're gonna discard an energy. We're gonna put our Crabominable and play that Crobat. Because we actually have no energy cards. Sorry, we actually have no supporter cards. Come on, okay. And we got a Shauna. I'm pretty sure we have okay, we got our last Meowstic. We actually only have one Asper in the deck, so 2 in the prize card. That's quite crazy. And we actually played 2 Crobats, so we can't be playing Asper anymore. So we're gonna do it on the attacker. I don't think Latias is gonna do much because we're not playing VMAX. So we're gonna keep that energy card in the discard pile for Melanie. We have one last Melanie in the deck. So they're actually they're much faster than us. They just need their rod, Clara rod, to get back their Latios, because they're collecting 2 prize cards at a time, and we're only drawing 1 prize for each Latios knockout. And they can even use Elisa. That's crazy. Elisa, Raihan, so many. Oh my god, I forgot about Elisa. Elisa, Raihan, Latias. You can virtually attack non-stop 210 damage every turn. That is madness. But you need your training card though, because you're gonna discard way too many energy cards. That's crazy, man. So we should have done the Zacian. Yeah, we should have done the Zacian. At least we cleaned up damage though. We cleaned up on our Crabominable. Should we do it? Because we don't have a boss order. Not right now, but we could actually collect the knockout later. So we're gonna do this one, but Shauna later. We should actually Aurora on the Blissey. Yeah, should have just attached the Blissey. Oh well. Should have used Trigger Avalanche. I don't know. They need an air balloon or a bird keeper. Probably have it already. Elisa. So they can use Capacious Bucket as well. But Psychic Energy, Fall Crystal. They can use Fall Crystal, Energy Search. It's so powerful. 1 prize, 210 every turn. Oh my goodness. All you need is like a Stormy Mountain. It's actually smarter to play a Stormy Mountain because you can actually bring out your basic Latias much easier, you know, every turn. You don't need that. Like, you don't need that. You're playing a 1 prize deck, for God's sake. They actually do though, because if you play Rapid Strike Urshifu, you can actually knock out 2 prize at a time. But they have this card though, so it protects from all of your fusion strike take 30 less. Wow, even at the bench spot you take 20 less damage. So this is actually super strong because you take 20 less for all of your Pokemons. So Rapid Strike is gonna do much less damage. Telescopic Sight doesn't work for 1 prize, so And we actually get to draw 2 prize for now. That's good, but it's gonna be much more difficult the next turn. We're gonna attach to Blissey, I think. I don't know what we should do really. We actually have enough damage counters to transfer every turn, so we don't really need to worry too much. 20 less damage though. So we're doing 150 minus 20, 130, that's enough. So we just need 1 damage counter really. Right, 150 minus 20, yep. Okay, now we're gonna Shauna. Training Court. Destroy Punch. Wow. A Soul Latios deck. Soul Latios Latias. You don't need your VMAX, you don't need your Genesect, you don't need Mew VMAX, you don't need anything but your blue assist and your red assist. Twin assist. The Gemini Pokemon. That's so cool though. Like, that's so cool. Elisa Raihan. This is quite cool as well because you get to bring out 3 of your basic Latios Latias at a time. You actually need Training Court. Training Court is more important than Stormy Mountain. You're only drawing 1 Stormy Mountain every turn anyways. Only 1 basic Pokemon per turn. So they need a 2-hit knockout though. They're not doing a 1-hit knockout, they're doing a 2-hit knockout. So we are actually doing a 1-hit knockout, drawing 1 prize at a time. And they're drawing 2 prize 2 at a time. 1 at a time as well because they're taking 2 turns. So we're just gonna heal our Blissey again, I suppose. We can actually use a Tool Scrapper, so we're just gonna do this one. We're gonna do the Latias. Oh my goodness! I forgot about the Fusion Strike Energy. Yikes. So prevent all effects of your opponent's ability, but we still get to recover though. Notice that it recovers 10 damage. So we get to move the damage counter, but it goes to like the void. Because it protects them from abilities, but it doesn't, but this, it doesn't negate abilities. So you get to move this to the void. Move 1 damage counter from our Krabby, our Crabominable, to nowhere. And they're protecting from VMAX, killing our Crabominable with 70 damage, just enough. Just enough damage. And we actually need our Blissey to knock it out, because we can't use... Oh my gosh. We can't move damage counters, that's crazy. So we need Blissey. We need Blissey to kill this one. We should have attached to Blissey. I forgot about the Fusion Strike Energy. Dang it. So we need a boss order right now. If we have a boss order, we can actually do it. We just need like a research though, because Shauna is not gonna help us. Marnie is better than Shauna right now, but sometimes Shauna is better than Marnie. We're gonna put Blissey, I think. I really don't know what to put here. If we top deck a boss order, I'm gonna be mad. We're just gonna do Blissey then, whatever. Old Cemetery. So we're gonna do our Capture Energy. We have another Blissey. We got a boss order in the deck, that's great. But we got like no other supporter cards. We're not gonna do that because they can just boss order stall us. And we got no switch cards, so we're just gonna I don't know what to do really. We have to use a Shauna right now because we need our boss order. So we're just gonna do that one, and we're gonna put one because we have no more Crobats. We're gonna put this one. We're gonna use a Shauna. No boss order, not yet. So I don't know what to do anymore. We're gonna put it on the attacker. So they can't actually knock us out with Latias. They have to use Latios. But they're probably gonna use Latios anyways. So at least we got 2 damage. We only need 1 damage counter. That's the crazy part. We just need 1 damage counter. And we got our old cemetery in as well. If they play their stadium card, they can actually attach without taking the recoil. So if they don't have old cemetery, they actually need to, you know, they actually need to damage their own Pokemon. And we don't need boss order anymore, because we can survive 1 more hit. Crabominable can survive 1 more hit. We don't have a Cape of Toughness, but it can still survive that one. Unless they use a power tablet. Oh my gosh. Do they have a power tablet in their deck? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Hey, try the deck that I said on the last video tonight. The deck that you said on the last video, which one was it? So we're gonna transfer to... They actually attack with Latias, that's crazy. So we're gonna transfer to this one. And we're just gonna attack with Blissey, right? Let's just do it. Let's just do a Marnie, because we need our boss order, I think. We can't attach energy because we're gonna punish ourselves. We don't want to be punishing ourselves. We don't really need to do much anymore. Which deck on the last video? Which deck are you talking about? The last video was plus. Oh my goodness, we didn't actually knock it out. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's okay, we have a cape though, so they need a tool scrapper and a power tablet. Oh my goodness. That was really stupid. We got a bird keeper in our hand. I'm like preparing for Zigzagoons. You never know if that stupid Zigzagoon is gonna show up all of a sudden. A scope up that Zigzagoon. You really never know if they're gonna pull that out at the last minute. They could be playing that 1 copy of Zigzagoon and it could show up at the last minute, so you never really know. And Dyna Barrier. So all they need now is a boss order. Yeah, that's really stupid of me. That was really stupid of me, because all they need now is a boss order. Oh my goodness. We should have used a bird keeper just now, my bad. So there's no way we can win it. Yeah. There's no way we can win, because if they boss order our Crobat, we're done for. Well played. They haven't played any boss. They're definitely gonna use a boss order right now. 1000%. I'm pretty disappointed because we had a bird keeper in our hand just now. Oh my gosh. What? They have no boss order. What? They could have a cross switcher though. If they play a cross switcher, they can still do it. I forgot about the item boss order. So you don't need to flip a coin for cross switcher. You just need those 2 cards in your hand. double cross switcher. So what are they doing? Put 5 damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. That is scary, man. Oh my god. That is so scary. Put 5 damage counters in any way you like. So we're just gonna knock it out. We don't need to do anything. That was very close though. That was very close. Because they just need a boss order. We should have just used our Bird Keeper because they can't actually knock us out. They can't knock it unless they have 2 power tablets. They actually need 3 power tablets because we have our Cape of Toughness already. Sorry, two power tablets is actually enough. My bad. So 2 power tablets for 60 extra damage because we're only adding 50 HP for Cape of Toughness. Should we put that one? So we need dance bars because they're playing. Okay, we're gonna hope for we're gonna discard a switch actually. Should we discard a switch? I don't know. So we got no dance bars every time. Every time when we needed that stupid dance bars end up in the price card. Bloody dance bars. Come on, dance bars. Oh my goodness, stupid dance bars. So we're just gonna keep our level ball. And we got our energy card and our supporter. And we're just gonna put all the cemetery and pass the turn. Sorry guys, I'm just sorting out my headphones, so I'm back now. So X over here is saying I should be trying a deck that he mentioned, but I don't think anyone posted in the chat on the last video. I really forgot. I can't remember. So if you can remind me, just put in the chat like what deck you're saying. I totally forgot. Sorry about that. Are we gonna use a melody, a research? So I think we're gonna use a melody, a Bird Keeper switch. We can't actually waste our switch cards, right? So I'm just gonna use a melody. So we got our cape, but they are doing 150 damage. Yeah, we got no dance bars. That's horrible. We're gonna do a switch actually, because we can't actually tank damage at all. We're just gonna attach to Crabominable, and we should have just Melanie to this one. What are we gonna do? Blissey is doing 0 damage. That is really stupid. Blissey is doing 0 damage. Yeah, I made too much mistakes for this stupid game. So we're gonna, I think we have to put Crobat. Don't have a choice. So we're gonna put our Melanie. We got an energy at least. We got so many supporter cards. That's crazy. That's madness. So we finally get to do damage right now. We're gonna get another Crabominable, I suppose. I don't think Meowstic is gonna help us. So another Crabominable and a research. We need to switch later though. So we have another Birdkeeper and a few more switches in the deck. I'm just gonna use a Milo. Let's use a Milo now and then research later. Let's do it. We're gonna discard this one. Okay, and we got a Cape of Toughness as well. Let's hope they don't play. Oh my gosh, we are not knocking it out. They have like 100 damage. 100 damage reduction plus that cape. That is madness, yo. 100 damage reduction. And they're playing that stupid Pokemon catcher. So we got energy switch, we got our Birdkeeper. We're gonna slowly transfer damage counters, and they actually recovered. How did they recover damage? Oh, they retreated. My bad, they retreated. So we're gonna put one damage counter to knock that one out. So they need 150 more. We're gonna move it to this one. We're doing very little damage here. Very little damage. But Meowstic is helping us. It looks like Meowstic is helping us a little bit. They just need 2 boss order though, and we're done for. Because we're actually tanking damage with our Crabominable. They can actually hit us with a Giga Impact, a B and a Giga Impact. So they are playing B as well. And if they play Stone Energy, it's gonna be even worse. That's crazy, man. They got 4 Phalings, they are playing Stone Energy and a Chichester. So we actually need our O Cemetery. O Cemetery is gonna help us. And we need to be healing from this one. 210 though. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one we heal from. It really doesn't matter. So we're just gonna use a research now. We're gonna quick ball, discard that one. We're gonna discard our Blissey. And I don't think we need energy switch. And we got a Turbo Patch. We're gonna evolve this one. And we're gonna just transfer this one to that. Transfer one to here. And transfer another one to here. So we get to do 3 Meowstic, 3 ear moves every turn. That's super cool. They are knocking us out though. We cannot survive 210 damage. And if they play another Phalings, we're done for. So we should have just cleaned up on the other one. But they can use a boss order though, so it's kind of the same thing. Oh my gosh, that's their last 2 price card. I forgot about that. Their last 2 price card. Oh well. So I still can't remember what deck that you mentioned on the last video. Plusle Minen. I think you talked about No, I don't know. Did you comment on the Puzzle Minor video? Was it the Zera Aura deck? The Zera Aura Basculin deck? Basculin with Rapidash. Galarian Rapidash Basculin. Was it that one? I'm not even sure if you're still there, but if you're there, please reply to my question because you're leaving me hanging here. So if that's the deck that you're mentioning, I don't think we're gonna play that deck tomorrow because I want to be playing the new cards, not just Basculin, because we already did one for Basculin. I want to be playing the VMAXs and the other one price as well, one price deck. So we already did our Sigilif with Galarian Rapidash V, which is the same, sort of the same tech, except Sigilif needs your Psychic and a colorless, so you can't use Rapid Strike Energy. You can use a Raihan though for Sigilif. You can use a Turbo Patch for your Rapidash. You can use your Melanie as well. But for that deck, we were playing Psychic Energy so that we get to use Psychic to attack. In the event that they don't play VMAXs, then we at least get to target those one price decks and attack them with a decent amount of damage, because otherwise we're not doing a lot with Psychic Assault / Swarm the Wound. The new Psychic Assault is Basculin Swarm the Wound. So we're gonna Quick Ball for... I don't know what to get really. So we have to get a Blissey, but we also need a switch. Shauna, I suppose. There's nothing much we can do. We got no switch. Okay, we got it. That's great. That's perfect. We got a lot of things. So we need that Dunsparce actually, because they can actually knock us out with one hit without that Dunsparce. And we're actually helping them do Gale Thrust the next turn, but that's okay. We got a Melanie in our hand, so we're not gonna touch that energy so that we get to draw cards the next turn. Vikavolt V Butterfree. Vikavolt V Butterfree. Vikavolt V Butterfree. I don't understand. Vikavolt V, Paralyzing Bolt and Butterfree? So Paralyze, Poison, Confuse, because you can't confuse it and paralyze it at the same time. Which Butterfree are you talking about? Vikavolt V and Butterfree? That doesn't sound like a good match, does it? Oh, sorry, Vikavolt V, not paralyzed, my bad. You can't use item card. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. So you can't actually switch, you can't use a escape rope, you can't air balloon retreat. Oops, I totally forgot about Vigavolts. Hey Bruno, how's it going? So Vikavolt, yeah, that's definitely interesting because you're forcing your opponent not to be able to do a lot of things, and you're trapping them at the active spot, forcing them to flip that coin for the confusion. But you don't really need a Butterfree, do you? You just need your Yellhorn or any other stage 1 Pokemon that can do the confusion. I don't think there's a stage 1 that can confuse though, so I suppose Butterfree does actually help. We need an energy card now, but I don't recall you mentioning Vikavolt V Butterfree the last game. I could have just been really tired, but I don't recall you mentioning it. So we got no energy, but we got an energy switch though. We're gonna do it. We're gonna energy switch right now. We can't even use a Melanie, that's sad. Oh, we can use a Melanie the next turn. Galar Mine, yeah, Galar Mine, they can't use Air Balloon, but they Bird Keeper though. You have to, you know, watch out for Bird Keeper. But you can only have like so much Bird Keeper in your deck. So if they play Scoop Up Net as well, if they play a 1 price and a Scoop Up Net, you can actually reverse the Confusion special condition. If you play your Herbal Energy, not Herbal Energy, what's it called again? Chlorophyll Energy? I forgot what it's called. The Grass Special Energy, you protect yourself from all special conditions. Pickable item lock, new Butterfree, Poison, Burn, and Confuse. Yep. Yeah, I figured it out. But a bit too late because my brain was working in a very weird way. Paralyzing Blow doesn't paralyze your opponent, it locks their item cards. And we got Energy and Melanie, that's perfect. So we just need a switch card now. We just need a switch though. I don't think we can do it still because Urshifu is still too much. So they can use Precious Touch. They can actually use Precious Touch. Very interesting. But they are passing the turn though. So we're gonna do it, right? 40 damage is enough. They can actually boss order us and then kill us with a Sylveon. They can actually kill us with a Sylveon, that's crazy. So we're not gonna invest too much on our Crabominable. We're gonna invest a little bit on our Blissey, right? I think we're gonna do that. Because they can't even knock it out the next turn if they don't use their Sylveon. We're gonna put it on the Sylveon because we can actually damage the Urshifu right now. And we got another energy from the discard pile. Okay, no energy, my bad. So no more. We're not attaching Aurora just because, you know, Venom Waves. Cool combo, yeah. Which one though? Vikavolt V and Butterfree, it's definitely interesting. But Vikavolt needs 2 energies, and you know, Flaffy, if you don't play Flaffy, it's gonna be a bit difficult. Turbo Patch BD though, it can work. Butterfree is very easy though, it's very fast because you don't need your rare candy. Adaptive Evolution, Turf Field, super strong. And they actually knock it out with Sylveon, and we have no old cemetery, so we can't actually knock it out. That's horrible. 220 damage on the Blissey. We need that old cemetery. Where is the old cemetery? Dang it. What are we gonna do? Okay, we got it. Ah, thank God. We didn't get old cemetery, but we got that one. We're gonna put this one, right? And then Schoolgirl. Yay, we got it, we got it. Okay, that's perfect. We get to transfer 2 damage counters. That is beautiful. Old Cemetery showing up at the right time finally, and we only need 3, right? I'm gonna count. Oh, we actually need 4, my bad. Yeah. There's only 300 damage if we do 3. 270 plus 3 damage counters is not enough. So we actually need 4 damage counters to knock it out. And that is crazy because we actually did a Sylveon VMAX knockout with that old cemetery. That is so cool. So I initially had a Rocky helmet, but it doesn't work well with your ability. Might as well put this because it works. It's a perfect, even though they don't take the recoil, if they play Psychic type or Fairy type slash Ghost type Pokemons, they don't take any recoil from Old Cemetery, but you do because you're not playing a Psychic type. And you get to transfer those damage counter with your Old Cemetery. So it's essentially the same thing as Rocky Helmet, except you have full control because you get to damage yourself on that turn. And they just use a Cheryl. Ouch! They just use a Cheryl. Both. Oh my god, they just use a Cheryl. Oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? It's a VMAX and we have 2 Meowstic. What are they doing? You can't be damaging us. What are you doing? We have an Old Cemetery anyways. We got Old Cemetery energy and that's all we need. 2 Meowstic, 1 Old Cemetery and energy, and that's all. That's all it takes. So we're just gonna transfer from this one just because we can. And we got 4 damage counter, enough to knock out a second VMAX. Oh my gosh, this is so satisfying because this is a VMAX killer card. This is a perfect VMAX killer, and we actually did a Urshifu VMAX win with this Crabominable V. Super cool. Interesting. Ah, that was the most satisfying game I've ever played in PTCG. After a lot of failed decks, this is like very... Okay, this is the last game now. I don't care if I win or lose. The last game was so satisfying. I can really retire from this. Like, it's so difficult to win a Rapid Strike deck. Like, you have no idea, guys. We got a bit lucky though, because we got Old Cemetery at the right time. I actually have a Serena V deck in mind, but if you want me to do a Vikavolt, I can actually do it. I'll try a Vikavolt V with... I don't have Butterfree though. Is it a rare holo card? I don't know. So they're playing Regidrago. We need a switch card. So I don't know what to level ball. I don't know what to quick ball really. Just need a switch card. Okay, we got no switch card. Oh well. We're gonna get Blissey. And we're just gonna get another Meowstic. So we're not playing... I don't think we're gonna play Crabominable for this game. We're gonna play Blissey Meowstic. We're gonna get another Asper. And we're just gonna hope it survives the next turn. Can it survive? Probably not, because Regidrago is a basic Pokemon. There's no point attaching that. It's not gonna survive even with a cape. So they can evolve, double evolve, and air balloon retreat. That's crazy. That is crazy. On the second turn, they can already do... So I suppose that's why they have the Eldegoss, because Eldegoss actually allows you to do a second turn hit. But you don't need an Eldegoss though. Like, if you have a research, if you have enough supporter cards, Crobat is bad though. Crobat is a 2 price, so Snorlax passes the turn. Chinchino could be good. Yeah, might as well have an Eldegoss if you're playing a Chinchino. So I suppose you don't really need Eldegoss though. If you have like a research, you can draw your energy cards pretty easily. But you need that specific type, so they couldn't do it. That's interesting. What just happened? They don't have enough energies? So we're gonna attach this one. Let's see if we can get our Melanie. If we can get Melanie, we can actually do... We can't actually do enough though. Still not enough. What are we gonna do here? So 50 plus 180. 230 is still not enough. I don't think we can play a Crobat. Yeah, we're not gonna play a Crobat. We're just gonna do this one. So we're reducing its damage by a little bit. We're doing 80 less damage. If we have another energy, we get a Melanie, we can actually reduce much more. But they're gonna scoop it up though. They can just scoop it up and recover all damage counters. Rare Holo. Yeah, I don't think I can get Butterfree that easily. I want to be saving my... I don't want to make a Butterfree deck. I want to be saving my, you know, Fusion Strike packs for V cards. Because I can't really make good enough videos with one price decks. Most people, they like to watch VMAX, at least a V deck, you know. If you do, like my last video plus or minus doesn't get a lot of videos, it doesn't get a lot of views as well. So I'm gonna do those single price decks later on, you know, next month, maybe the month after that even, because we actually have 3 months. We have 3 months for those fun, cool rogue decks that we get to play. I'm building a rogue deck right now even, but you know, with those new V and V Maxes, I want to be playing those Roblox cards first, so that we get enough views to start with. We're just gonna play that one. So we got another Meowstic. That's great. We're forcing them to do less damage. Oh, we don't have damage counters yet though. So we're just gonna do it then. Okay. I love this card so much. Battle Styles Meowstic, I love this card so much. If you guys check out my video, you know, the history of the playlist of the PTCGO, you can actually find quite a lot of Meowstic decks because I'm obsessed with this card. I'm just obsessed with this card, guys. Meowstic, you move 1 damage counter. Not only are you doing extra damage to your opponent's Pokemon, you get to recover that 1 damage as well. So it's not a lot, but sometimes it does save you from being knocked out, save you that extra 1 turn, and it does actually do extra knockouts for you as well. And you don't need a lot of damage counters, as I said. You just need 4 damage counters. So 1 Blissful Blast with a single energy is enough. If they don't heal their Pokemon, you can actually do it. We're gonna move to the Cherrim. I think we can actually knock it out though, right? 130. So we're gonna move to another Cherrim. Oh, we can actually move another one. Let's do it. We got 3 Meowstic in the deck. That's so cool. And we're gonna move another one to... we're not gonna get boss order anytime soon. Let's just do that one. Okay. They're knocking out Blissey the next turn. We need Cape of Toughness for Crabominable to survive. They can just use a Clara. Very easy to just attack constantly, non-stop. Clara, there we go. Clara, Cotton Lift. And they don't even need an air blue. They can just retreat because they have 4 energy cards. So that's the end for Blissey. Blissey is finally expired. And oh my goodness, we actually can't damage that thing. So we're only doing 90 damage, not enough. Yikes. Just because they summoned it from the discard pile. They revived it in a single turn, so we cannot move damage counter on the last turn. That was super bad. We should have gotten another Blissey. Okay, we got a cape, that's great. You can use a, tool scrapper though. Or a tool jammer. So we're gonna get our Blissey, I suppose. Prepare our Blissey on the bench spot. Attach energy to it. Turbo Patch. Still not enough though. We need 4 energy cards. If only we have a Melanie. If we had a Melanie just now. Oh well. So we have no choice but to use this one. Pretty ridiculous. We need 2 hits to knock out the Regidrago. We can't even knock it out with Meowstic the next turn because we have only 3 Meowstics. Oh well. Let's hope they have no Tool Scrapper. If they have Tool Scrapper, we are done for. So they are doing less damage. Yeah, they have to use a Bird Keeper because they're doing less damage. They can use a Scoop Up Net though. At any moment, Scoop Up Net and recover, full recovery. That's crazy. Training Court. Oh my god. What can we do, really? Energy switch? I don't think we need an energy switch, right? I really don't know what to do. We're gonna move 2 here and 1 on the active, I suppose. I think we're just gonna do energy switch. Because we can slowly heal our Pokemon, right? Let's just do it. Do we have more switch cards? So we discarded 1 switch. We have Bird Keeper, Escape Rope still. So we're just gonna do it. Energy switch from this to this. And Bird Keeper. So that's 13. We can actually move it to... They're probably gonna heal though, so we're gonna move it to... Wait, 12? Yeah, they're gonna heal damage. Let's just do it that one. And put another Crabominable, another Blissey, another Blissey. Nah, This is a very tricky game. Very, very tricky. Got to switch. If they don't scoop it up or heal, we can actually do double, 2 knockouts the next turn. They have 2 more Regidragos in their deck. And they are switching again. Let's hope they don't use a scoop up net. If they don't play scoop up net in their deck, then we can actually do a 2 knockouts next turn. So thank God for that Cape of Toughness, because otherwise they can actually knock us out with 1 hit, and we can't actually use energy switch for the extra energy, and we can't knock out the Regidrago. Not quite enough, is it? 240? Not quite enough. Cape of Toughness. You need your Tool Jammer. Like, come on. You need to be playing Tool Jammer, Tool Scrapper. You don't need Eldegoss, as I said. You just need your Tool Scrapper, Tool Jammer, and your Scoop Up Net, your Training Court. You just need Level Ball for this one. You don't need Turf Field. You just need Level Ball. So we're gonna do our transfer first. Transfer. From this, let's just do 1 of each. And we're gonna knock out this one, right? We have a boss order. I'm gonna transfer this one to, I don't know which one to transfer. Let's just spread the damage because we have a boss order. We're gonna put Blissey. What should we put, really? Don't know what to put. Let's just attach this one. I get nothing. Should really be putting a Blissey. I don't know. If they use a Marnie, we can't use boss order anymore. So if they use a Marnie and then somehow Regidrago, then that's gonna be super bad for us. Because we can't knock out the Regidrago with Destroyer. Oh, we can actually do it though, because we have damage counter on Crabominable. Haha, we have damage counter on it. Well played, few that was close. We're gonna do our boss order, kill the Cherrim. We're gonna retreat to, oh, we don't need to retreat, we can do a switch, my bad. And then Destroyer Punch. 270, that's crazy, right? 3 damage counter for 270, that's madness. So if you have 4 damage counter, you can knock out any VMAX. Doing 330 damage, I think. 270, yep, plus 60 is 330. So 330 damage plus 4 damage counter is 370, knocking out Eternatus VMAX with your Big Charm attached to it. But if they play like a Dreadnought VMAX with a Big Charm, or like a what do you call that? Duraludon VMAX with Big Charm and that single strike Abomasnow, or if they play Colossal VMAX with Stone Energy and Big Charm, then it's a whole different story because they can actually add more than 400 HP, essentially doing, you know, buffing a lot of damage. Like the Phalanx deck as well, Phalanx can actually destroy us. So those are the only weakness for this deck. So every deck has its weakness. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. It is called our Knuckle, Rhapsodic Knuckle. It features our Meowstic, Blissey, and also Crabominable. So Crabominable, which is the Knuckle inspiration for this deck name, has the Destroyer Punch attack, doing 60 extra damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, with a base 90 damage. So it's the new Crazy Claws attack with doing a base 90 damage. That base damage is a big plus because you are doing so much more damage with that with this attack. But you do need 3 energy though, and we are playing a water type, so we get to use Melanie, we get to use our Frostlass, but we are not playing Frostlass just because we need our stage 1 Meowstic and level ball for it. So we don't have Frostlass, but we do have energy switch for our Blissey to collect energy cards, extra energy cards from our discard pile, switch it to our main attacking card, which is our Destroyer King, Crabominable, and then switch our Crabominable to the active spot with our Escape Rope, switch Bird Keeper, so we get to attack on the next turn with 3 energy cards, with an energy switch, a Melanie, and attach from our hand. We get to collect up to 3 in a single turn after using Blissful Blast on our last turn. So all we need is 4 damage counter on our opponent's active Pokemon to do 330 damage with Destroyer Punch, knocking out any VMAX as I said. And we are doing so much with only a single Blissful Blast hit if they don't heal their Pokemon with a Cheryl, with a Lucky Ice Pop, with Crystal Caves, such and such. We don't have a Mimikyu, no Dina Tree Hill, but we do have our Old Cemetery to punish them. And if they attach their energy after they do the healing effect, if they heal and then Marnie and then attach energy, then they're going to have to be punished by that 2 damage counter. If they don't get their stadium cards at the right time, they're going to have to be punished by that 2 damage counter on their non-psychic type Pokemons. So obviously they may be playing a Psychic Fairy / Ghost type deck, and if they play those decks, we actually get to punish ourselves and move those damage counter from our Crabominable or our Blissey to their active Pokemon, and doing at least, you know, 120 extra damage with Destroyer Punch. You know, 2 damage counter is good enough. We can't actually do more in a single turn because we don't actually have enough damage counters to transfer. If they knock us out with 1 hit, our Blissey, we don't actually get to transfer damage counters every turn. So we do have our Cape of Toughness and that 1 copy of Dance Bars in this deck though. So 3 Cape of Toughness allows us to add HP to our Blissey up to 300 HP, and we also have our Weakness Guard, a Weakness Protector, Mysterious Nest ability, Dance Bars, to protect your to protect all of your normal and flying type Pokemons from weakness. So we are no longer weak towards fighting type. Their Pokemons are also no longer weak towards lightning / fighting type for their bird type Pokemons and their normal type Pokemon. So both players, it works for both players. But we are not playing fighting type, we are not playing lightning type, so we don't really need to worry about our opponent being protected from weakness. So if they are, because it's only colorless Pokemon as well. And we also have our 2 copies of Crobat to draw cards. We also have our Marnie, Research, Milo. Milo allows us to discard Pokemon cards so that we get, discard our energy cards so that we get to use Melanie to draw more cards, and also to use our Blissful Blast to attach extra energy cards from the discard pile. So Milo is essential if you're playing a Blissey deck. And Milo also allows you to use your Melanie the next turn, because if you don't have any energy card, make sure you check your discard pile. Don't attach all water energy to your Blissey, because if you have no more energy cards in your discard pile, you can't actually use your Melanie to draw cards, and sometimes you're stuck with nothing but a Melanie. If you have Crobat and a Melanie, and if they play Path to the Peak, and if you don't get your stadium cards in time, you can't actually draw any cards into your hand unless you have that water energy in your discard pile. So make sure you have your water energy in your discard pile. I cannot stress that enough. We only have 10 copies of this card, so make sure you don't attach everything to your Blissey. As I said, you only need 1 energy on your Blissey. All you need is 1 energy on your Blissey. If you can attach extra 1 or 2 more, you can actually switch it later on to your energy switch later on to your Crabominable, so that you get to do instant hit with your Destroy Punch on the next turn. But it's not essential, because all we need is 1 energy, and then the next turn, keep charging up your Crabominable on the bench. Keep attaching energy to Crabominable after that single energy attachment to your Blissey, because you don't need a lot of damage counters to do a billion damage with your Destroyer Punch. As I said, 4 damage counter is enough, and we're doing 40 damage every turn with Blissful Blast, and we even get to do more if we have a lot of energy in our discard pile. So to start with, only attach 1 to Blissey. If you can attach a basic energy, make sure you do that, because it actually saves you a reattachment cost. If they don't play Rugged Helmet, if they play a lot of Fan of Waves in their deck, it actually saves you that reattachment cost. And we are also playing our 2 copies of Energy Switch, 2 copies of Melody to fast charge our Destroyer King, as I said. And we also have 2 Old Cemetery, 4 copies of our Quick Ball, and 2 Capture Energy to bring out our basic Pokemons. And we have a lot of switch cards to make sure we get to use Blissful Blast on our first turn. This is a turn 2, this is a turn 1 going second deck. That means we want to be attacking on our first turn with a Blissful Blast and attaching as much energy as we can to Blissey to start with. If we can attach only, if we can't actually discard any energy to start with, that's fine. At least we get to attack on the first turn, doing 40 damage already from the get-go. That is what we want to do. Damage them as early on as possible, and then bring out Crabominable later on, charge it later on, and then switch it and attack and kill any damage, any injured Pokemon they have in play. And we even have 1 copy of our Boss Order, and we're also playing quite a different set of supporter cards. We have Milo, 1 Schoolgirl, and also 1 Shauna in this deck, just to help us, because Shauna and Marnie is quite different. Marnie can actually help you more than Shauna sometimes if you have a lot of cards in your hand and you want to be drawing fresh new cards from your deck. Shauna is going to destroy you because you may actually draw back the same cards. And Marnie is going to help you in that sense because you actually get to draw new cards from your deck. But if you have a lot of supporter cards in your hand and you want to be drawing back a few of those supporter cards back into your hand, then Marnie is going to be super bad because it's going to put all of those supporter cards back at the bottom of your deck, and it's going to be very, very difficult for you to bring it out. So 1 Shauna, 1 Marnie is a good variety. I love the variety. I like to have a good mix in any deck. So one Marnie, 1 Sonia, 1 Marnie, 1 Shauna, and 1 Schoolgirl, with our 2 Milo and 2 Melanie and 2 Birdkeeper. Birdkeeper you need a lot just because we need to switch, because Blissey is 4 energy retreat cost, and also our main attacking card is as well 4 energy attack cost, retreat cost. And we also have our Meowstic, 1 energy retreat cost, 1 energy retreat cost, 1 energy retreat cost dance bars. And we are playing 1 copy of our Escape Rope, 2 switch cards, and also 2 Birdkeeper for the switch. And that is all for this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you find our videos interesting, entertaining, or fulfilling in any way, thanks, good night. Thanks, Bruno. Good night to you as well. So tune in for the next episode for more cool new combos featuring new decks from Pokemon, from Fusion Strike, Pokemon Celebrations, Evolving Skies, and we're gonna make old cards strong again. So we are featuring the old Meowstic card. I love this card. I cannot stress it enough. The ability is so cool, and it gets sidelined. Everybody just look over this card. If you check YouTube, not a lot of people build a Meowstic deck. People just ignore this card totally. It is quite a strong attacker because it's quite a strong ability Pokemon, because you get to use essentially a rapid shooting ability, Inteleon quick shooting for only stage 1 Pokemon. So it's essentially a stage 1 Inteleon, except it's only that 1 damage counter though, and you need to have damage counters on your Pokemon to do that extra 1 on any one of your Pokemon, any one of your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So that's so cool. You get to recover that 1 damage counter as well. I love this card. And we're also playing our Blissey old card from Chilling Reign. So we're gonna play new cards from Fusion Strike and mixing them around with the old cards to make them super strong. But it's gonna be definitely a feature of the new cards. So this deck is featuring our Crabominable from the new Fusion Strike. So we're gonna use old cards to make the new cards strong. And then later on in the month, as the week progresses, we're gonna use new cards to make the old cards strong. Just like the old Meowth VMAX, we used our Pokemon Celebrations Xerneas to charge up our Meowth VMAX, to do our Indeedee, to help out with the Indeedee, because it actually helps us draw cards, and then Milotic helps us retain our hand, and then Indeedee helps us do a lot of damage if we have a lot of cards in our hand. You get a point. Meowth VMAX, a very, very old card, it gets revived with your Xerneas, helping you charge up 3 energy cards on the first turn if you go second with that Pokemon Celebrations card. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will see you on the next one, and have a nice day. Bye guys. Good night.